Hi, I'm Bill, and welcome to my 10th episode of Not Your Crazy Uncle, entitled, Should We Eliminate Columbus Day and Replace It with Indigenous Peoples Day? We live in an era of cancel culture with disgraced entertainers for decade-old comments, toppling statues, and history revisionism to the point where people shout, "Enough already!" But sometimes an issue needs to be discussed in isolation, as is the case with the issue of the Columbus Day holiday. Now, people my age tend to believe that the history we learned in school was the history, and anything that alters it is revisionism. And we refuse to consider that sometimes what we were taught is inaccurate, and altering what we learned may actually be rewriting a wrong. Such is the case with the life of Christopher Columbus. His history isn't being revised or altered, or his reputation being smeared. His entire fabricated history is finally being corrected. Now, I agree that some of our current cancel culture is going a bit too far. And we forget that sometimes people with great accomplishments might have done bad things because they were human after all. And we could still celebrate their accomplishments, even though they might have, a few things in their past that might not be what everybody wants to hear. We could still celebrate their good. But with Christopher Columbus, there is no good. He was an incompetent explorer who did not discover that the earth was round, and he never set foot in America. And to put it mildly, he was not a good person. If you want a simple source for quick facts about Columbus's life, Adam Ruins Everything has a great little video that goes through the details of the falsehoods of the Columbus reputation. And you could say, well, this just turns into a little children's cartoon and it's only a couple of minutes and it's not factual. But you could fact check everything in this video to find out that it is indeed accurate. So that's a good place to start if you need to be not re-educated, but accurately educated about his life. From that point on, you could discover that it's even worse than this little video. Now, I believe that we should not run from our history, the good or the bad, but we should not be celebrating the bad. Germany has a Holocaust museum, but they don't have a statue honoring the life of Adolf Hitler. And make no mistake about it, Christopher Columbus is on that level of evil. As for Italian Americans who look for Columbus as a source of Italian pride, you really can't do any better. Before Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo were Ninja Turtles, they were considered four of the greatest, if not the greatest artists who have ever lived. Oh, by the way, all four are from Italy. And that's only scratching the surface of Italians' true and great contributions to world culture. For those of you who are holdouts, you're hanging on to a lie. You are the victims of fake news and false history. And let me tell you, the indigenous people were victims of something far more heinous than that. So eliminating Columbus Day is not really an atrocity. The atrocity was that it ever existed in the first place. As far as the notion of having Indigenous Peoples Day to take its place, that should be a no-brainer. It is not a crazy idea at all, and I am not your crazy uncle.